Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. I'm your host, Colors Fade. This is episode 24, Journey to the Cloakwood. We're stopping off in the Friendly Arm Inn to sell a bunch of stuff.
How may I be of assistance? I shall attend to it in a trice.
My inn is open to all who behave themselves.
I just want to sell a bunch of stuff. I'm going to sell splint mails and pearls. I'm going to keep that studded leather armor for Corinne, because I think he's probably going to want it. The Cursed Sword of Berserking +3 is worth 500. I'm never going to use this sword, so I'm just going to sell it. The Moonblade we can't sell because it's a companion's sword. I'm going to sell all of these bastard swords because we're eventually going to get rid of Ajantis and make him leave our group. Warhammer +1. Nobody's going to use that, so I'm going to sell it. The longbow, the mage robe, which you need to identify. We got Warhammer spear we need to identify. I'm just going to... He can't identify, so we're not going to worry about that. Throwing daggers, we're going to hang on to. Short swords, we're going to hang on to. Gold rings, we're going to hang on to all these scalps because Officer Vi will pay us a whole lot more money for them. And then we're going to rest. We're going to choose the Royal. It only costs 8 to rent it, so now that money's not tight, we might as well. Lap of luxury. Everybody gets all their stuff.
What is it this time?
By hell!
So let's take a look at Ajantis and what's going on with him. He's got a potion of antidote that I want to give to someone else. He's got a whole ton of arrows. This Moonblade I don't want to keep hanging on to. I'm going to put both of these armors over here for Minsk. And I'm going to give all of these arrows to other people. Because what's going to happen is Corin is going to want those arrows. And Minsk has... Who has the bow? Who has the fancy bow from... Emmeline does, because she needs to identify that. So the dead shot +2, I'm going to give that to Minsk for now. But we're hanging on to that for Corinne as well. And then all this stuff for Dinaher. Alright, we're ready to roll. We're ready to go to
I shall attend to it in a trice.
Cloakwood Forest.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Your player must not get stuck
What is it this
before
time?
venturing forth. Stuck on a table.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
His voice is starting to drive me just a little bit nuts, so I'm going to change it back to default fighter 1. Waste my times. And we'll see how we actually get to the Cloakwood. But that is the big deal, is to get to the Cloakwood and find Corinne. And the reason why I want to do it now is because with all of the eastern map of the world open to go get experience, I want that experience going towards a character that I'm going to keep in my group. And that way I can have control over Corinne's thieving abilities. So here we go, Cloakwood. Oops. Oh, these are no good. These are Eder caps. Oh, suck. Okay.
Thy temper shield!
Prayer.
My honor is my life.
I need you to go after that one. I need
Whatever they
you to
need.
get out of the way.
What
You
you
to get out
want?
of the way.
I've done had enough of this.
Yes? A waste of my talents.
They
Don't
wish my
swing.
directed.
I don't need you swinging. I need you getting out of the way, honey. Minsk, yeah, go after that.
Yep.
Now you fire off. I was gonna give her some darts. Yeah, these throwing daggers. Use the throwing daggers. Get rid of those.
D'accord.
You just start killing them. These things will poison you. So, at least I think that's what I remember, is that they'll poison you. I know they hit hard. Yeah, and here they are hitting my party. Oh, and she is poisoned. I need
What is your
her
command?
out of the way. Oh, can she cure her own poison getting hit like that? It'll disrupt her.
Is but a flesh wound.
Okay, she's gonna die. This is not good.
Hello?
Oh. Okay.
What?
Dang it.
A waste of my
She died.
talents.
I don't really want to reload the game. So I think we're just gonna have to go pay to
Make it quick.
resurrect her.
Of course.
That's unfortunate. My cleric. Alright, who has a lot of space? What is this book? History of the Dead 3. Why do I care about this book? I need to read through this book sometime. I guess it's important. It might not be, but I've got a bunch of stuff, so I'm gonna grab Branwen's things. Jump.
Yes?
So let's go get Branwen resurrected. I know we can do it at the temple. I don't know if there's a temple at the Friendly Arm Inn. I think there is. I think
Of
over
course.
here there's a temple. So since I haven't resurrected any of the characters in the game, I've just let everybody who's died die. We should do it one time. I think here's my recollection of why you don't resurrect
What?
characters in the game, because I think they lose statistics, or at least they used to. There's a guard. This is the Temple of Wisdom.
You are welcome here in Garl Glitter.
For a bit of respectful coin, we can cure what ails thee, if you need. Well, that would be proper. Healing. I need raise dead. Doesn't say anything, just... And then I'm going to heal her. Cure serious wounds. Oh jeez, I can spend quite a bit of money here healing her. Same thing with him. Alright, done. Did any
Thy
of her
temper's
stats
shield.
change? I don't think so. 16 wisdom, 13 charisma, still the same. So that might have been just a
Make
bad
it quick.
recollection on
No
my part,
sooner
or
said than
it
done,
might
of
be something
course.
that happens with if you play on the super hard difficulty or the core rules. I'd have to look that up. So Branwen, here's all your stuff back. Try not to get killed again. On you go. Use the hammer of electricity, and here's all your priest spells. What do her priest spells look like? Nothing changed, that's good. Now we can get back to the Cloakwood. Oh my goodness. That was not good. At least we didn't have to go really far to resurrect a character. Save the game again before we can proceed though, jeez. Alright folks, let's go find Corin. I'm not exactly sure which map he's on. So here is where we were.
Of course.
And we're going to go around the perimeter of the Cloakwood before we venture in. Uh-oh. Hasloy's Tazloids we should just be able to kill with just not having to cast any spells. Just attack. Just auto attack everything and be done. She's using... Oh, did I not pick up her shield? She's not have a shield now. That's dumb. I should have remembered that. So now he's got a +1 shield. Or, yeah. But she doesn't have one at all. Is that because this is two-handed? Type Warhammer crushing. No, it's one-handed. I need to find her a shield then. Oh yeah, so
Yes?
the Tazlois.
What is your command? Thy
There's this cloak on the
mighty
ground.
blade.
And I think this is the cloak that we have to take to the dwarf in Varagast. Tazlois. Oh my goodness, when the screen rattles like that, that's because somebody got a critical hit. It's really awesome. Here's this cloak. It needs to be identified. Oh yeah, because remember the dwarf. Okay, so this is several
What?
episodes
Of
ago, but if
course.
you remember the dwarf, he was like, I lost my cloak in the Cloakwood Forest.
Hello.
I'm going to have Imoen identify that. Oh, she can't. I need to rest. Okay, same thing with her. We're getting to the point in the game now where it's useful to have some more identify scrolls memorized. So that's what we're going to do.
Make it
is
quick.
Rest. So
As
we can
darkness
identify some
falls,
things.
your mind drifts back to events past, and to triumphs well-deserved indeed. A fortified camp secluded and guarded from the entire coast, and it is naught but easy pickings before your guile. All manner of bandit and brigand move about here, but you may as well be invisible amongst them. Your recollections are interrupted by a powerful gust of wind, lifting you high above the camp and woods both. Your arc crests in the high morning sun, and for a moment you are as a bird, free from your duties to those below. With unseen hands, the earth reasserts her hold on you, and suddenly you feel less like a sparrow and more like a catapult stone. Without impact or fanfare, the ground accepts your passage and does not strike back. In a moment, all is black, and for all you know, you have descended to the very core of the world. The rock around you illuminates, and a cavern slowly takes shape. Though you can see no more than a few steps ahead or behind, stumbling forward, you find yourself face to face with yourself. Before you is a likeness in stone exact to the smallest detail. A voice in the darkness accuses you, even as it seems amused. Such pride undeserved, great predator, when your whole being is borrowed. Credit where it is due, and dues where payment is demanded. A dagger of bone flies from the blackness and strikes the statue square. It cracks slightly, but the pain you feel is as though you were rent asunder. You were made as you are, taunts the voice, and you can also be broken. You fall backward into the void, and do not come to rest until morning wakes you.
Okay. So you've earned
Yes?
another special ability, slow poison. Oh,
What?
well, that would have been useful a little while ago. That would have been really useful a little while ago.
course.
All right,
Whatever they need. I care not.
let's identify some things. Whispers of silence, non-detectable by magical means such as detect invisibility and scrying. I don't know that that's terribly useful, but Imoen's going to wear it for a little while. We don't have enough lore to identify that mage robe, but it's the same thing Dynahair is wearing right now. I believe it's a mage robe of fire resistance. At any rate, Dynahair has a couple more of these spells, so we're going to find out what this spear is. It's a backbiter +3. This cursed weapon will appear as a magical spear. However, when a combat situation arises, the wielder will attack an enemy and backbiter will attack the wielder. For every attack made, backbiter will attack the foe and also the wielder. This is a powerful spear, but one must ask if it's worth it in the end. The only way that backbiter can be removed is with remove curse spells. 3 points of damage piercing inflicted to the wielder upon every successful hit. The answer to that question is no, it's not worth it. Any other major things we need to identify? No, no, and no. Except for this sword, I would really like to know what it is. I don't know if she can identify these. She can't identify those arrows yet. She knows that that's a short sword +1, and I'm going to give that to Imoen. I can identify this warhammer or this sword. I think this is just a long sword +1. That's exactly what it is. Just going to hang on to that. The backbiter is going to get sold at our earliest convenience.
Make it quick.
We have identified all
A
of our
waste
things.
of my talents.
Our objective here is to find Corin, and I don't know which map he's on in the Cloakwood. If he's on the first map you come in contact with, this one, or if he's on the second or third before you get to the bandit camp. I think there's probably 3 or 4 Cloakwood maps before you encounter the bandit camp proper. So I know he's here somewhere on one of these maps, and I know that he is, I believe, hunting wyverns. And as I've stated a few times in previous episodes, the edge of all these maps almost always have nothing on them, and so that's why it's always safe to run around the edge and get that part of the fog of war cleared off. If we click on this, we'll see what? Here's Cloakwood, the next part of the Cloakwood. We're not going to go to it,
Of course.
but I wanted to expose it. And here is this river. It's going to block it. Oh, and here's a spider. Get this thing. Everybody kill it. That is why slow poison, me getting it, is going to be really important. We're going to need it. Uh-oh. More stuff. More spiders. Everyone over here. Alright.
Your point.
Minsk.
Squeaky wheel.
You go for that one.
Helm.
Agentis.
As you will.
Stop sucking. Jeez. 270 for each
Yes?
of those spiders in experience. That's really nice.
Of course.
I forgot about it. It's the Cloakwood and the spiders. These are... Fortunately, we can kill them. Alright, here's this bridge. Is this where he is?
By
I
hell!
thought I remember him being close to this bridge, so we may be in the right place. The Ring of Infravision. I'm gonna give the Minsk, and these boots are... versus missiles. Minsk, put those on. You can wear that ring.
What?
I think we're close to finding this guy. This
No
Corin.
sooner said than
I
done.
want to say he's near this bridge. And there he is. Corin.
Make it
I've
quick.
been calling him Corin, but he's Corin.
A waste of my
we're gonna get him.
talents.
Oh, travelers, hold a moment.
Sorry if I startled you, but I always approach strangers cautiously. I am Corin, hunter and archer. Are any of you interested in making some money? If you are, I'm the person who could help you do it. Yes. Good. I'm glad you're smart enough to recognize opportunity when it comes knocking. The deal is this. I've been hired out by the mayor of Baragos to hunt down a great winged dragon that's been plaguing the caravan routes. He's offered 2,000 gold for its head. Now, before you get cold feet, let me allay your fears. The only descriptions of the beast have always mentioned a deadly barbed tail. From what I know about dragons, they don't have barbs on their tails. That's something unique to wyverns. So all we have to do is find this wyvern nest and kill it. Our only worries are if it has friends over for dinner. So what's your decision, yay or nay? Yay. Very well then. We shouldn't tarry any longer. Let's collect the heads of those soon-to-be sorry wyverns. So we will get rid of Aegantus.
My honor is my life.
And he'll stay here. But we're a team. And unfortunately that is...
Yes?
That's a bad decision on my part. I probably should have left Aegantus back at the Friendly Arm Inn in case I ever wanted him back. So now we'll have to come back to this bridge. We'll have to remember this is where he is.
Yes?
Koran
Bidding.
needs to level up, and he's... So this is where we can look real good. So you can see he's got the 20 dex I've been talking about, 12 con, which is low, and a 14 strength we don't care about. He's got a really high charisma. But he's a fighter thief. So I'm going to level him up, and I'm going to get in. His fine traps are really low. So that's that. And he's now level 4 fighter thief. And that means each time he levels up, we'll be able to decide where to put his points. Minsk is going to give him this rockin' bow. Oh, not Brandon, though. I don't want Brandon to have it. And Minsk is also going to give him all these arrows and some of this armor. I'm going to figure out which armor is better for him. And these arrows. So we have a lot of specialty arrows here. Oh, and she can identify arrow +1 now, which is great. Okay. So, Koran, your armor class with that on is going to be 2. And nothing changes with this. This is 8, armor class 8 versus piercing and missile. And this is just 4 versus slashing and 5 versus piercing and missile. So since he's at range, I'd rather him have this ranged one. That is going to be much better for him. And we'll give him this really nice bow. So now his base stack goes 17. And then we'll just give him all the arrows. And he can start shooting stuff, and when we get to the wyverns, we'll have him load up the special arrows. Like these +1s, and these other chill ones. The arrows of biting and things of that nature.
What?
So we have Koren. Alright.
A waste of my talents.
Oh, and I need to set up his AI.
By temper shield!
Life is adventure or nothing.
Customize script. Attack enemies. Prefer ranged weapons. Don't use items. Don't use special abilities or offensive spells. Don't use defensive spells. Just do that.
Make it quick. Of course. Death to you all!
Where's... Oh, and that's her. Okay.
Yes?
Takes 10 missile damage from
Yes,
Koran.
of
Awesome.
course.
Alright. So we're just going to clear this map of the Cloakwood. And move on to the next Cloakwood. Koran, like everybody else who has a quest in this game, has a timer for his quest. And if you don't go take care of the wyvern within a certain amount of time, he gets uppity and he leaves your group. So we have to go take care of it. But again, the reason for doing this is because I want to have control over Koran's level up points. Man, he's really good with the bow and arrow. My guy's
What?
just over here.
No sooner said than done.
Koran is really good
Life
with this bow.
is
He's just killing
adventure
stuff
or
right and
nothing.
left. Oh my goodness. He's so
Make
good.
it quick. No sooner said than done.
Oh jeez.
More fight. Full plate and packing steel.
So hopefully you can see why I wanted him in the group.
A decency is refreshing.
I was thinking that he was a straight thief, but he's a fighter thief.
Thank you
Yes,
for your kind
a waste
words.
It's
of
not
my
as good
talents.
as being a pure thief. He's one level behind, but it's still okay. He's got really good open locks, and we'll get his fine traps up. It'll just take a little time. So we've circled the map. Now we'll start cutting into it. There we go. Korean.
Yes?
For right! Always am.
This is just deadly. I just let everybody else auto attack
sooner
and then I
said than
direct
done.
him.
That
Oh yeah,
was
and
my
Dynahair
idea.
made a level. Adoy. She leveled up. She's now a level 5 spellcaster. She gets no more proficiencies. Gets additional mage spells at 1 and 3. So for an additional, oh, she gets 2 more. I have 2 more slots for level 1 spells. I'm gonna grab another chromatic orb and another identify spell. She's got glitter dust, and then I have no level 3 spells for her, so this is where we need to do a little work.
What is your command? If Tempus wills
We
it.
need to dig into the spell book keeper. We need to find some level 3 spells for her. So who has the book? Me, I think. Yep, right here, the scroll case. See what you can find in here that's level 3. Let's see. I go all the way down here. Egg and Nazar's Scorcher, that's a level 2. That is really good to have against things, and it's an evocation spell, so she needs to have that to the backpack. That's really good to have against characters like trolls and stuff that can only die by fire. Spell Thrust is level 3. I'm going to give that to her. Because she's going to... It'll be useful for her way sooner than it will be for Emily. And then what else can we find? I gave her blindness. Melf's Acid Arrow is a level 2 spell. I'm going to send that to backpack. Stinking Cloud is a level 2 spell. Let's see. I'm going to give her that. Conjuration Summoning Melf's Acid Arrow. And this is Evocation Stinking Cloud, which is why we would want her to do that. Anything that's Evocation, we definitely want her to do. Blindness. Protection from Evil is a level 1 spell. No Alignment is a level 2 spell. Dispel Magic is a level 3 spell. We want that. Grease is a level 1 spell. Detect Invisibility I don't really care about. Detect Evil I don't really care about. We gave her Sleep. Cursed Scroll of Petrification. Resist Fear is a level 2. Then Chromatic Orb, and then we get into spells that I already have. Shocking Grasp, level 1. Alright. We definitely want Dispel Magic. Alright. So her spell lineup is going to look like this. Let's give her... I don't think we need Spell Thrust, but we might as well have it memorized. And then I'm going to give her one of these Stinking Clouds for now. And I'm going to remove one of the glitter dust for Melf's Acid Arrow as well, just in case we run into something that we need to
Make it
kill
quick.
with acid or fire.
No sooner said than done.
So I like where we're at, because party-wise now, this is the party I intend to take the remainder of the way through the rest of the game. I am going to miss Ajantis. I do like having a paladin in my group, it just feels right. But this should be more effective. Grand,
What is your
start
bidding?
shooting. Just drop him dead.
Yes?
The Taslars make
No
the
sooner
funniest
said than done.
noise.
Hello? Thy Valkor's mighty blade.
Pick up all their loot. They drop so many nice gems and things. I mean, I don't know if these are really great gems, but they drop stuff.
What?
Drop you some loot.
A waste of my talents.
Uh-oh, here we go. Spiders. Oh, Alright.
Make it
You
quick.
Go kill that thing, and you...
Life is adventure or nothing.
Uh-oh, Mix is poisoned. I'm gonna wait till the fight's over if I can. I'm
Yes?
gonna halt his poison. It's cured. So that's
What?
why I like having that around.
Of course.
What I don't like is Now I'm out of. I only have one use of that.
By Tempest Shield!
And she has one as well.
Make it quick.
So she's the last
No sooner said than done.
layer of defense here.
The storm is always preferable to the calm.
Yes?
Wolves.
A waste of my talents.
He is surly with that voice. I may have to choose another one again.
What is your command?
Branwen, heal Minsk. There's no reason to leave
What?
him running around. Oh, and what does she have for special abilities? Spiritual Hammer. By calling upon his deity, the caster of the spiritual hammer brings into essence a magical hammer which he can use for the duration of the spell. It strikes as a magical weapon with a bonus of +1 for every 6 experience levels or fraction of the caster, up to a +3 attack roll and a +3 damage roll. Well, considering that right now she's got a +2 weapon and she's level 5.
Make it quick.
By Tempest
That
Shield!
hammer would only be level 1. It
Yes?
would only be a +1.
A waste
So
of my talents.
she's much better off not using the spiritual hammer and keeping the hammer in her hand that she's got right now.
The essence of pleasure.
My blade will cut you down to size.
Oh, and that reminds me. Koran, the fighter. Let's look at his weapon proficiencies. He has a longbow +3 and a longsword 2+.
What?
We have a +1 longsword that he should have as his alternate weapon in case he needs it in close quarters.
Make it quick. Of course.
I'm not going to be on the hunt for wyverns real soon. Oh, there's some kind of house or something here. What is this? This looks like trouble. Clear the fog of war before we head over in that direction. Minsk. There's a giant halberd. And there's a person over here in front of this house. Let's go see what this is about. What is he? His name is Aldeth Sashenstar. Okay.
You there! Identify yourselves!
What purpose have you wandering this far into Cloakwood? Are you looking to earn some money? If you are, I would be willing to pay a considerable amount for your assistance. I am Aldeth Sashenstar, a noble from the city of Baldur's Gate. Perhaps you have heard of me. No matter. I am looking for some good, strong people who could defend me against a band of savages. These ruffians have been threatening my companions and me with bodily harm. Would you be interested? Yes, we would. Good. I'm glad you had the sense of decency to help a man in my situation. Let me explain my predicament. My friends and I have come here every year to do some sport hunting. This year, however, a group of woodland savages threatens us with bodily harm if we did not stop our hunting trip. Being civilized men, we realize that it's well within our rights to hunt where we damn well please. After a few more days of hunting, the crass woodmen lost all pretense of humanity and murdered Elbin, one of my oldest friends. I'm sure that they plan to attack our cottage here, so we had best be prepared. I think you pissed off some druids and rangers. So we're gonna see what happens here.
I have no quarrel with those who respect my forest.
Trespassers and butchers of our wood. I, Seneyad, have come to administer the punishment that you have brought down upon yourselves. Yet who are the ones that stand beside you? With them we have no quarrel. It is now to you that I speak. These men have most likely duped you into protecting their sorry hides. They have most likely not told of the druid that they have slain in cold blood. I will allow you to rethink your earlier decision and leave these men to their most deserved fate. Do not listen to these slavering wild men, my dear friends. They lie as befits the uncultured barbarians that they are. Sorry, Aldeth, but we're siding with the druids. They have this great aloe vera bomb they are giving away samples of, and my armor has been chafing a bit, you know? What? Have you gone mad? Throwing your lot in with a band of madmen? You treacherous savages. You will suffer for your foolishness. I will deal with Senninyad after I kill you. No, you won't. No, you won't.
You can't live without a little adventure.
This Koran is accurate. Dunk.
Yes?
Dead. Dead.
Of course.
Greetings. Oh, do I have to go kill these guys too?
Hello?
I can't believe they killed Alban. Those bastards! I think I'm supposed to kill the rest of you guys, though.
Luck is always on the side of the romantic.
What?
And this is Baldur. Oh, he's dead too.
Of course.
Now, life should be good.
Never underestimate the power of nature's wrath.
I congratulate your wise decision. I wish you well for whichever endeavor you now embark. If your presence in this wood involves those known as the Iron Throne, then I would suggest you head west, then north. Be careful in your journeys, for there are many foul beasts that have inhabited the wood. Another danger is a sect of shadow druids. The order is a dangerous splinter group of the true druid order. So we have shadow druids to deal with.
Cool! Full plate and packing steel.
Minsk. What do they got? Those guys went into that hut. Grab the arrows for Cora. Now all of a sudden we're going to need arrows. We've not needed them for a while. This guy has a sword that is nice. What is this sword that he got? Who can identify this? Oh, we need to rest to identify, but he's got a really nice looking sword there.
A waste of my talents.
His voice, I like that voice, but I hate that that's his #1 dialogue option. Let's go to sounds and try to choose.
Your life ends here. I alone belong here.
Okay, that'll work. What is this building here? It's just
What would you have? Very well.
just a house. It's locked. I bet we can't rest
Your
here,
wish?
can we? Must rest outside or find an inn.
All right.
Oh. Okay, let's go back up here. Let's just clear the map and then rest. Uh-oh. Bears. Well, I want the experience from those bears. So, we're gonna shoot them. One of those bears just took off and ran.
Very well.
It was like, I'm not hanging around for this. Alright, so back to the bridge. We'll take a rest here because I want to see what that sword is. And then we'll end this episode. Let's rest. Uh-oh. Tasloys.
What is your bidding?
Well, since our sleep's going to be interrupted, can you use these on the Tasloys? I don't know. We're going to find out.
Need.
Since I'm just...
Life is adventure or not.
Oh yeah, you can. It works on Tasloys. That's awesome. Hold person works.
What would you have me do? Very well.
Alright. That was hot dog. We'll grab all that loot after we rested. Again. Alright. Full rest. What is this sword? Identify. Smell. Kondar +1. At first glance, this sword appears much like any other. In the presence of any shape-shifting creature, however, the blade becomes warm and its power stirs. Its namesake was the original owner of the weapon, and his tale, though mostly long forgotten, was wrought with treachery and deceit. Rumors persist that he paid a fearsome price for this blade, but with it he revealed the true identity of those that sought to betray him. Their names and crimes, however, are long since lost to history. It's a Thaco +1, but it's +3 versus shapeshifters, which is incredibly awesome. We're also going to Mage Robe of Fire Resistance. That will go to Imoen, because she has not had a robe this whole time. And then I'm going to identify this Warhammer. Pretty sure it's just a Warhammer +1. It is. Give it to Branwen. These arrows of ice we can now identify. And these are arrows of lightning. Yep. Target must save versus death or lose 30% of its maximum hit points within 20 seconds. Those are wyvern hunters, my friends. That is what you hunt wyverns with. Alright, potion goes over here. This sword right here, the Kondar +1. I have a +2 blade, but against shapeshifters I'm going to want to use the other one. So for right now I'm just going to set it there. And that is what we'll move forward with.
Your wish?
Hello. 'Tis a fine day to die.
And then this will be the end of this episode after we loot this stuff, because we're done with Cloakwood map. Number 1. Oh, see, she got some bullets +1 is what those were. We'll leave Ajantis at the altar. He's done.
Hurry up! All right, all right.
And that voice might have to go as well. Let's clear the last little bit off this map. And then it'll be time to move. And I believe he said travel west and then north. Is there anything else up here on this map? There's not. Alright folks, that's the end of this episode. Cloakwood number 1 is done. We are ready to move on with the main quest and hit Cloakwood Force number 2. Thank you for watching. Let's play. Catch you next time.